What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Hey, let me see you do it. Hey.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, the first of 3 on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. Well, you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Wild Card Weekend. Touchdown. Luke is back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this a good side of the 30. Mama, I got what you need, give me the feeling. I'm alive, dying to make it, so come give me your... Here goes Hut. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. That's complete. It's Arian Smith. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Gain of 12 yards. And the Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Yeah, that's just a tough break here in the early going of this postseason, Mike. Everyone stresses the value of the ball, especially in the playoffs. Not only does that interception put an end to this drive, but it also gives all the momentum here early to their opponent.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he will get into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. Touchdown,
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
16 yards. That's good.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. There's a short one caught by Taylor. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a 1st down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
At the Ravens' 41-yard line.
Another run here with Hall. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he gets that one complete to his tight end, Taylor. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
At the 26-yard line, a gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Moving to his right, picked off by the all-pro Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it just past their 25.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Tavontre Sweat there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3.
brings up 2nd and 7. From 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Jackson. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
1st and 10. On the ground, here's Henry. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Lamar going to work from the pistol. On the move left. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
The rest of this game is all going to come down to getting stops. You find yourself down pretty big here in the 1st half. You have to get the ball back to your offense as many times as possible, but you can't keep giving up scoring drives, whether it's field goals or touchdowns. You need punts. You need takeaways. Give your offense a chance to start climbing back.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
4th down, Jackson, and he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out first, second, third down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline. So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love it.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And it will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. It's the Ravens out front. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal as we are ready to get back underway. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
From the Jets' 11-yard line.
Push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal.
Yo. To what? All right. Go.
Now Jackson, this a design run. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
At the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal.
So often we see quarterbacks get themselves in trouble when you move the pocket towards the sideline. It really takes away half of the field. So give credit. He doesn't try to throw back across his body, put the ball in harm's way. Just simply throws this ball out of bounds and lives for the next play.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
The result of the play is a turnover on down.
To throw on 1st down is Darnold. Open man downfield is Smith. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Jets. 1st down.
Yo, lady.
1st and 10 at the
Darnold now on 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. And the Jets have a 1st down.
1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he will go all the way. Brees Hall, touchdown, New York. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The extra point is good. And the Jets are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. This is Henry. He'll push forward for about a yard. Nick Fitzpatrick up to make the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Jackson out of the pistol. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Mario Davis there on the play.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
9. 3rd down and 9. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Jay Flowers, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That's easy caught. And he's going to have the Ravens' 1st down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
They'll run. It's Henry. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Jackson. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Ozzy, sit up. No. Sit up.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he's going to be stopped well short of the 1st down. Gain of 6, but it brings up 4th down. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. The offense not coming off the field. And here's 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. He's got his man. It's Hill. He's going to have a Ravens 1st down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going. Rolling to the left. Now he'll run. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 20. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
There's a short one caught by Andrews. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Pistol formation with Jackson. To the goal line and in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. He's Throwing, Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. What to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Darnold. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
This time they stay on the ground. Accelerating toward midfield. And he will dive into the end zone. 87 yards. Touchdown, New York. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
So we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. That one taken in by Mitchell. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Ravens' 26-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Darnold to throw again. That's taken in left side by Smith. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Jets 1st down.
At the 14-yard line.
Give up the middle with Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Henry. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
All run play. This is Hill. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Micah Fitzpatrick up to make the stop.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Real quick.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Jackson going to keep this one himself. Oh, a loose football. The Jets have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Now, Jackson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Finds room inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down.
It's a gain of 14.
A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down.
1st and 10.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, It's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Forced out wide. He's going to run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Jets have got it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. There's a short one, caught by Taylor. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is an RPO, and quickly they'll hit Allen. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's home. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he'll take it on in. Arian Smith. Touchdown, New York.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. Now Jackson escaping to his left, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Jackson now to throw on first down. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down. 1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On the ground, they'll go with him. And it's going to be 1st and goal. Coming up, tackle made at the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey, report.
Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Report.
A design run here with Jackson. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Hey.
In motion comes Andrews. Hill. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against a wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. Rashad Bateman, touchdown Baltimore. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Rashad Bateman, touchdown Ravens. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Here's Hall. Now trying to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
At At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Second and 11. Now Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Allen.
That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get their man, and it's no gain.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Throw to right flat. It is caught. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. This is where you have to finish drives.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. They'll go again with Hall. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's third down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before third down. Darnold to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Arian Smith, touchdown, New York. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 28-yard line.
Gonna go right back to Henry. Put him up and down, just shy of the 40. Ready? 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's first and 10. Now Henry. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Henry. Henry hit the ball, comes free. And the Jets come up with the takeaway.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Yo, ladies.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end.